Are you tired of dying in Warzone to enemies that you never even see? Awareness is one of the biggest areas that players struggle, but it's actually one of the easiest skills to improve at. In today's video, we're going to be going over simple methods that you need to be using to unlock pro level awareness. So when it comes to getting better awareness in Warzone and really understanding how to find enemies, there's 7 methods that we're going to quickly cover here. Then I'm actually going to show you them in action with high kill live commentaries. Game 1 on Rebirth, Game 2 on Verdansk. As I'm playing, I'm talking you through my thought process and why I'm doing what I'm doing as a 5KD player, really focusing on that awareness dynamic. Now, the first one here out of the gates is the biggest area a lot of you guys struggle, which is weapon pings. Right now, with the meta, with the Krig, the AMAX, and pretty much all of the SMGs, there's a lot of unsuppressed weapons being shot. And whenever somebody shoots an unsuppressed weapon, they are going to pop up on the minimap as a red dot, giving you that information. Now, as we're periodically checking the minimap throughout the game, sometimes that's going to tell us where to go ahead and push and where we want to rotate to. Sometimes we just need to keep in mind that information and understand, hey, this team could push over at some point. We need to really keep that in mind. The other thing with weapon pings that's very important is we don't know how many enemies it is. So if we see 2 weapon pings, there are obviously 2 teams shooting at each other, but we don't know if it's a full team or if it's just 2 solo players. So we really need to keep that in mind. The second one, of course, guys, UAVs. Paying attention to your cash flow, getting those UAVs up, that's going to give you a very clear picture of how many enemies are alive, how many teams are in the area, what level those enemies are on, and really helping you understand where people are going to be. Now, the next big one is something that not a lot of people talk about, which is common areas and common buildings around the map. This is all about making an educated guess based on the fact that people play predictable. On Rebirth, people love to play top prison. So if I don't know where to go, I'm going to go ahead and try to push top prison, but I'm going to be aware that people could be up there. On Verdansk, people love to play in this red building. They love to play in this blue building or, even Firehouse. So whenever I'm rotating into a POI, I'm kind of thinking about those common buildings that people like to play in and just generally being aware that people could be there. Now, the next big one we do need to talk about it is audio. Look, I know that footstep audio isn't the best, but I'm talking about everything else. Things like enemy flying in overhead, things like doors being bashed open, which you'll see very early on in the Rebirth gameplay. Things like a precision airstrike flying in somewhere around you. Those little audio cues throughout a game that just tell you that somebody is around you. Now, those are the main methods that you absolutely need to be utilizing, but there's some minor methods that you can use throughout a game as well. The first one, and probably one of the most uncommon, is going to be just getting high ground. Now, not high ground for the sense of positioning or camping. I'm talking about we don't know where anybody is. Let's just get some high ground and look for a second. On Rebirth, you can get Lighthouse, you can get Prison. On Verdansk, get any high ground that you can. It just allows you to see a little bit further, get a little bit more information, at which point, who knows? You can catch a vehicle driving by, you might catch somebody rotating out in the open, you might be able to see some shots being fired that you don't hear or see on the minimap. So that allows us just to get a little bit more information. We also have bounty contracts on both maps. These are absolutely incredible because it gives us information about where a team is. We can potentially get a kill from it. And if we get the kill, then we get the cash flow. The cash flow allows us to buy UAVs, at which point we can then act on the next piece of information. And finally, guys, heartbeat sensors. Really important. One of the best field upgrades in the game. They just tell us where somebody is around us. When we're just wandering out in the open, we've got that heartbeat sensor. It's going to tell us if anybody's close. Just keep in mind that ghosted players do not pop up on heartbeat sensors. Now, the last one is the most important thing when it comes to getting better awareness in Warzone, but it only applies to Rebirth players. So if you're only interested in Verdansk, check the timestamp probably around the 16 or 17-ish minute mark. You can go ahead and fast forward to the Verdansk gameplay. If you want the official time, check the pinned comment. I put that down below for you. But Rebirth players, minimap pings after a kill. I can't emphasize it enough, guys. This is going to tell you exactly what your next move is. When you get a full kill, it's going to show you how many enemies are alive, where they are in relation to you, including what level they're on, and where they are moving to. Are they pushing you? Are they pushing away from you? Is one guy pushing you and one guy's pushing away from you? After you get a kill, you have to look at the minimap, understand where those teammates are, and then start to work towards those teammates. We're going to look to string together as many kills as possible. Here is the ideal situation on Rebirth. We act on a piece of information, whether it's UAV, weapon ping, whatever it may be, but that allows us to get a kill. Once we get the kill, we look at the minimap because that's going to tell us where his teammates are, and we go ahead and act on that information, which allows us to get another kill. That kill gives us more information, at which point we act on that, and that allows us to get another kill. Those 3 kills, now we have enough cash from looting those guys to get a UAV. We can then get a bigger picture about where everybody is on the map. We go ahead and we do it all over again. We have the UAV, we get a kill, minimap pings, kill, minimap pings, kill, UAV, and it just keeps going, and we just keep stringing together kills. Let's go ahead and jump into the Rebirth gameplay.
One guy's team landed over to my left side somewhere. I need an SMG. Oh, wait. I have loadout here if I can get it. Dude, this is such an awkward fight. He's gonna run right into that. Yep. That was so awkward. Teammates are both above me somewhere. Okay.
And by the way, guys, real quick, if you are looking to get better at Warzone, just give me 30 days. Subscribe down below, watch my videos. I promise you'll become a better player, and if not, after 30 days, you can always unsubscribe, but I guarantee you that's not going to happen. Hello, Mr. Terminator Skin. Teammates are up above me somewhere. A lot of people on the roof. A lot of people also this. What was that? Where's this guy going? You're not going to re-peek that, are you? Watch for teammates. We know there's... I was going to say, we know there's a bunch of people on the roof. Yeah, down below here. I mean, you're not actually challenging that, right? That was just a little audio cue there. Dude, still so many people fighting here. This is where weapon pings, guys, are going to be the biggest thing. He has no choice but to go that way. Another guy jumping in the window, maybe? Yeah, right on me here. Still another guy above. Right here. Where's that ping? Yeah, I mean, still roof. There's got to be a ton of people roof here. There's got to be a crazy amount of people roof here. I challenged with the wrong gun there. I should have had my Krig out. Okay, I'm a little worried about this team out here. I think... Yeah, I was going to say, I think they're playing close together. Wait, we can go up this way. There's 2 teams up there for sure. What are these guys doing? Where are you? Where is this team right here? No? Reloading. Where are you guys? Bunch of fighting back behind me here. One guy just flew into control. Give me the... Shooting down this way. Okay, so there's a full team down below there. Enemy dropping into the AO. Dude, I literally did not hit a single bullet. You've made it to the top. Wait, this is one. This is one. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that me versus him. I mean, look at this guy. I saw the last guy all the way over there in headquarters. So I'm just gonna trust my ability to execute there. Let's go ahead and grab Lodi here. Friendly loadout drops on the way. Do we want to go in? I mean, we can. What do we got? Let me see where circle goes. Okay, I'm gonna leave circle there. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna leave loadout there because it's gonna stay in zone. It's gonna be a risky drop because there's... Oh, wait, team straight ahead of me here. Got one guy just... I saw him moving. I should have finished that. Dude, that is just crazy. I saw a quick glimpse of the first guy, immediately slowed down. We played positioning. We played really, really smart. That's what allows us to put ourselves in a good position where we can ultimately get that wipe. You know, I got the first guy there. I was a little bit worried about him pushing back in. Then, obviously, the second one with the
Second one with the PA, which I was just PAing to get that full kill. And then the third one, obviously, we already knew was on minimap right there, just from that first kill that we got. Okay, bunch of people over this direction here. Anybody top prison? Yeah, people top prison for sure. But we can get top prison here, play a little bit of positioning. We should be in a good spot to take this 1v1 fight. I mean, we have to go get that kill there. We have to go. There's no doubt about it that we have to go get that kill. That's an easy 1v1 fight. There's so many people, by the way, over here in Grandma's house. There's so many people over here. We're just... Now, I don't have UAV, so... This is more of just a chill and third party. I just don't know where all these guys are. These guys have got to be bottom floor. I don't like that. This is where just being in the area sometimes can lead us to easy kills. I don't like this. I don't like where I'm at, and here's why. I don't like where I'm at because of the fact that if there's anybody second floor of Grandma's, they have high ground on me. Dude, sometimes when the, it's just not a great way to push in, though.
Soldier incoming.
I want to leave this guy alive.
Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them
I want to
down.
leave him alive. See if anybody's over here on Heartbeat. Nothing over here on Heartbeat. Bunch of shooting over in Control. There's one. There's two. There's three. All the same skin. 100% pushing rooftop because people play predictable. Make sure we get that down. Second one's going to peek it.
Get hunting.
Here comes the second one. You're not pushing this, are you? Dude, everybody's just being a maniac here. That's fine. Let's go. We can pop big here. Let's pop big, and we can obviously go ahead and get the advanced UAV up, guys. And you can feel how we're constantly working with momentum, right? And when we're constantly working with momentum, we're stringing together kills. And when we're stringing together kills, everything gets easier, and we get more cash flow. Look at these three guys over here in... Look at these three guys. These guys popped UAV, so they know... Oh, yeah, yeah. Watch, I know he's pushing right here. That's fine. What's he doing? Watch, I have advanced. So, like, I know look at this. You want to talk about easy awareness? Watch this. They're going to push out here, and I'm just going to wait. Ready?
Enemy UAV overhead.
They don't see me. It's just so nasty. It's just so nasty. But that's where, like, obviously that's a different situation right there, guys. And the reason I play from here, I want them to push out in the open, right? If I don't let them push out in the open there, they just play from right here, right? And then they go, I mean, how many times do you do it? You shoot and then you just disengage. I want him to push out here to the point of no return. And now he's in a really, really bad position. It's an easy down. It's an easy thirst. And then we go ahead and challenge enemy number 2. We already took out enemy number 1. Let's see what we got here. Full team over here. Where are these guys? Okay. That's pretty easy to anticipate right there. Let's see where circle goes. Okay. So we have... Oh, this is interesting. So is that. Okay. So, 3v1. Okay. Kind of in a... this is going to be a little bit of a slower end game, guys, but I don't want to lose this game. I want to make sure that we win this game here. And let's see what the rotation looks like. Now, my gut instinct is that this circle is going to finish. My gut instinct says big living is where we want to be. Ultimately, right? Just based on the way circle is moving. So let's go ahead and get there now, right? Let's not wait here. What's this team doing? I don't know what that team is doing. I don't know what this team is doing back here. That's a lot of snipers back there. This is a no down situation because they do have to move. And they just have to rotate out in the open to me here. One right here. One elimination, one guy in the water. Let's see where they are. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is a little bit of a dumb...
Load up.
That's a decoy. Let's just go get into big. Dude, I should 100% just go push this guy. But like, also, I need to be big living here. If I have big living here, it's just, this game is so easy. I think there's one up top here, maybe Rube. That is just audio. I know this guy has to push up either this way. Where are you? There you are. That's a big 2 kills right there. Let's see where circle goes. Now we just stay high ground here. Maybe I bait him into throat. You just gotta play cover here. It's gotta be low.
Hostiles are resupplying.
Let's freaking go. 29, 1 short, but what a great game all the way around. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and jump into Verdansk. Okay, so jumping in here on Verdansk, just full transparency, guys, we are playing some BR casual solos here. It's the only option in terms of solos right now, and this is actually a great way to work on your awareness because you don't have to worry as much about your execution. There's so many bots in this lobby. You know, it's like 120 bots. It's really hard for them to actually kill you, so you can really focus on that awareness and information dynamic. The goal here for me personally, I'm going to try to drop 50 kills. And look, when it comes down to it, I think it would be hard for a lot of you guys to even find 50 people in a game, so I'm going to show you really how to do that and how I constantly figure out, okay, where's my next fight? Now, in this situation, landing here, guys, I know people love... Oh, we get a UAV. I know people love to land up top. So, okay, one guy up top, one guy down below. Let's go challenge up top first. And by the way, guys, I didn't mention, if you are looking to get better at Warzone, just give me 30 days. Subscribe down below, watch my videos. This guy's on my level. I promise you'll become a better player. And if not, after 30 days, you can always unsubscribe. But I guarantee you that's not going to happen. Where is this guy? Come on, buddy. Oh my gosh, that man's in the corner. I don't know if that guy was real or not. We have enough for Yui? Yes. Now, on Verdansk, guys, solos and duos, I run Bird's Eye. Okay, Bird's Eye is going to show me ghosted players, so nobody can catch me off guard by being ghost and like me getting third-partied or anything like that. So I know where everybody is when I pop a UAV. In trios and quads, guys, I would recommend one person on your squad running Bird's Eye at least. at least one, maybe two. And at that point, the rest of you guys can run tempered to save plates, and you kind of all help each other out. We got one kill here so far. Let's go ahead and grab bounty over this direction. The other thing I will say... Oh, one guy right in front of me here. The other thing that I will say is I run scavenger. Scavenger obviously helps us with that cash flow dynamic. That cash flow dynamic obviously helps us get UAVs. UAVs help us figure out where people are. This is in the stairwell, right? Yeah. So even though, like, I'm slowing down a little bit here, there's, like, nobody fighting. There's no fighting happening around me. Grab PA. There's a mortar strike going off somewhere. Where is this? Is this big? No.
Your objective simple. Eliminate all bounty targets.
Somebody floating around me here. That's fine. We'll just go... Let's just go push bounty for now. One guy maybe... Did I see somebody down below here? I did. That, I think, was... Yep, that was absolutely a real player. Now, look, I mean, obviously, there is still the execution dynamic, guys. That doesn't change. You know, the execution's easier, but it's not like... You're still going to run into real people. So, we still want to keep the good habits. Anticipation centering. You know, making sure we're hitting those high damage areas. Getting those reps in. But I think, again, VR Casual Souls, if you can't understand awareness and how to consistently find people and push people on VR Casual Souls, you can see the high ground dynamic here, guys. Like, I can see so much, right? I can see stuff happening anywhere. Where is this guy? Is he down below? Where is this guy? There he is. Okay, well, obviously not a good play there. This guy's across here. Oh, there's a bunch across here. There's like 3 guys. One guy in here. They're muddying the waters, ladies and gentlemen. Wait. Where's this guy? They are definitely muddying the water. Wait, what did this guy have that he... Oh. There was another one floating around over here. Yeah, that's just anticipation right there. Let's go ahead and stay in downtown. We're already at 7 kills here, just always acting on that next piece of info. You can see just how helpful the heartbeat is, you know, especially when I know weapon ping over to my left side. I just heard the shooting and I looked. Especially in a situation where I know people are in the area, but I don't 100% know where. One guy in here. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but... Is this a real player? Dude, I honestly have no idea at this point. I really don't. I really don't. Let me just show you guys this concept. I mean, helis are definitely... Look at this all the way over here. There's a piece of information. There's a piece of information. Why are we... I've been stuttering nonstop today.
I'll fly.
I don't know if it's servers or what, but I've been stuttering nonstop. See how much I can see here? See how, you know, I can see so much information at this point in terms of trying to figure out rooftops. You know, I'm just going to chuck heli here because I'm going to get UAV up. I'll pop, guys, I'll pop one advanced UAV. Oh, one guy down below. Another getting third partied. Let's get inside.
Loading new mag.
Pushing. Yeah, anticipate. And they are all drop shotting. They are all drop shotting. Let's pop one advanced UAV. I'm not going to pop a ton. But basically, guys, advanced UAV gives you actually, I think it's 60 seconds of full UAV. I mean, look at that. Now I can see where everybody is. Kind of need to be... I mean, there's just... Let's go ahead and push. I'm just going to push right side here. Trying to figure out where all the action is. There is a bounty over to my right side that I can grab as well. There's really not much over here, to be honest with you. There's not a lot of people over my direction. Farmland is where the juice is right now. This guy's on my level. I'm going to try to grab a car here in a second. Now, you can see, like, that's live. I don't have to wait for the pings. Try to grab a car and get over. One guy pushing over to my right side here. Where? Now, guys, I'm going to try. Wait, where is this guy? Oh, there he is. He's straight ahead of me somewhere. It says he's down below me, though. Oh, there he is. Okay. 15K. Yeah, advanced UAV still going. Advanced still going right now. Seems like there's a lot of people hospital. That might be where I want to get to. There's no vehicles around me, which sucks. That would be... Vehicles would be great here. Dude, I just have no cars or nothing. Oh, one guy straight ahead of me there. This is where, like, yeah, we could still... Sometimes it is just about what we see. You know? Sometimes it is just about... We happen to get eyes on somebody. Look at the difference the advanced UAV makes. Now I have, like, nothing. Whereas previously, I obviously had a ton of information. That's where the advanced UAV is super, super helpful. I don't want to pop it too much because, like, we're not always gonna have that amount of cash flow. I might try to go get hospital where I know there's more people and just try to be smart here in terms of, look, the goal is 50 kills and we got to get in the mix. We got to figure out, I'm going to leave loadout there. I don't need to grab loadout. I don't need to grab loadout. Let me go to pop this UAV here in a second. I'm kind of taking the long way to hospital, to be honest with you. Oh, there's a guy to my left side here. We can work this. Where are you? One guy back behind me here, rotating across the street. Always thinking about my next fight. Oh, where is my next fight after this one? Right here.
Indicating waypoint.
Where are you? Get a little bit of height here. Now from here, once we have the information, guys, it's more so about, you know, now that was more the positioning decision once I had the information. The height, when we talk about high ground, guys, like, yeah, the information's a big part of that. There's the information, the cover, like that high ground allows me to see him a little bit easier versus trying to guess where he actually is. So that's where even high ground, when we're approaching a fight, can be super, super helpful. We're at $7,500 here. No bounty. We're at 15 kills. Somebody in this area here. I just don't know where. I know there's a buy station over this way, so I might actually go ahead and... Nah, we're just going to go here. You know, obviously right here, guys, I know people love to sit up top on these rooftops. So as I'm pushing across, like, that's something I've got to be careful of. And people love to sit in here. Where is this? 2. Watch the second one. Second one acting on weapon pings. Guys, I know it's a bot. I know it's a bot, but that's a big one. When I shoot my gun, I know that the enemy is going to probably act on that. The same way I tell you to act on weapon pings, other people and, you know, other players are going to act on those weapon pings as well. So we need to understand that. And again, people play predictable. This is where we start to use that against them with game sense. Hey, I'm going to shoot my gun here. I'm going to kill this guy. And then I know enemy number 2 is going to act on that information. And I can use that against him to be able to get that kill. Multiple guys here. I probably should go grab bounty contract here. My eye itches so bad right now. Oh. Okay, where are these guys? Watch back behind me here.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Dude, that guy, oh my gosh, man. That guy almost broke my camera. One guy flying in. No. Dude, okay, so that was a real player. I was gonna say, if that was a bot, dude, holy smokes, they cranked this thing up. Wait, where is this bounty contract? Still people floating around here. No? Dude, where is this bounty contract? What am I missing? What the heck? Dude, I don't even think I know how to get there. Wait, I know how to get there. Watch this. What the heck was that? Oh my gosh. Where are we at? 22? Come on. A bounty up the hill. Big Bounty might be pushing down the hill. There he is.
Marking enemy.
That's an incredible... That live ping just helps me track him a little bit. This is kind of a weird push here. Where's this guy going? I'm in a really bad position here. That's a real player, too. I just won the gunfight. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was in a really bad spot there. You know, that's a situation where playing normal guys, I'd probably die. I'm just stuck low ground on the hill. I probably should have taken the car and rotated around. There was somebody over this way here, too, as well. That's where, like, guys just periodically checking minimap. Oh, he's straight across. Tracker, obviously. I think tracker with visibility. Now, that's not necessarily awareness, but tracker with the visibility of, like, that distance, that 50, 60, 70 meter range. That's a weapon ping, right? That we're going to use. Anytime if somebody wants to shoot at me, go ahead. Because I'm going to get to cover. I'm going to find a spot, and I'm going to use that against you. It's where so many people are afraid to get shot. If I don't know where anybody is and I get shot, I kind of look at it and I'm like, thanks for the info. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Do we go hunt big game bounty? Yeah, let's go hunt a real player. Let's guarantee real player right here. Obviously, I probably am number 1 in the lobby in terms of kills right now, but this will be number 2. Who is it? Oh, we already killed this guy once. Unfortunate for him. Is this... Oh, one guy flying in, straight ahead. Can I seat swap this? My bounty threat level just went up to 2. I don't know where he is. Enemy dropping in. Where is this guy? Now, this also gives me an advanced UAV, by the way. If I kill this guy, this gives me an advanced UAV. I also have so much cash here. But I don't want to pop too many advanced UAVs. That doesn't really seem... It's just not... It's not the most realistic. You know? Okay, we got to figure out how we want to push this. By the way, this guy's close here. Oh, there's no UAV.
Deploying equipment. Hostile planning spring mine.
Yes.
Spring mine spotted.
Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated.
There's your advanced UAV. Right? So now we can play high ground here. Should give us a great angle on this guy. I can fly at this guy. That guy was real. 27. Obviously, we again, advanced UAV up. Advanced UAV from the big game bounty, though. This isn't me popping one. Dude, I have $50,000. I actually did a game with Scavenger the other day where I didn't spend a dime and I had over 200,000. I think I finished with 247,000 that game. 2 guys straight ahead here. This is a great example in solos. You know, I understand, okay, there's multiple enemies alive here, or there's multiple enemies here. It's just we got to be aware of the third party or be aware of this situation. Oh, that's a bad spot to challenge from. You know, let's just keep working through here. One guy back behind me, but we can work these 2 guys straight ahead here. One guy on my level. I gave away my location way too early right there. 90% sure is when you should give away your location. Obviously, it's not going to punish us here because that guy's a bot. But if I'm the one put right there, if you're chasing me right there, I use that against you. And I put you in a really bad spot. Bunch of people all around here. What are we at? 29? Have to go kill these 2 guys all the way up top. Oh, no, he jumped. Or he was never above me to begin with. Now you can feel our pacing start to slow down a little bit. But bounty averted.
The enemy lost track of you.
Oh, there he is. He's up top. High ground. I think I can make this jump across.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
He's up there. I can feel our pace just slowing here, but we should still be okay here. 50 is the goal. We can pick up a lot end game too, though. That's the thing. I mean, Dobbs, who are you challenging? Let's go pop UE. Yeah, people down below. We can play high ground here. It's just, we see that from high ground, right? You see the benefit. If I'm on the ground there, well, actually, if I'm on the ground there, I still technically do get those. I do get that information because of the weapon pings. I'm going to work into zone here. I'm not going to fight on the edge of zone. We need 19 here for the 50. For the 50! Guy over to my right side, 2 guys over to my left side. And you can see, like, I know it's tougher against real people. I fully understand, especially when we start talking about quads and stuff like that. But you can see how we start to piece these games together and try to keep as much momentum as possible.
Be advised. An enemy squad is tracking your location.
This guy's outside here. Dude, the strafe speed on this LC-10 is actually kind of wild. Like, it's actually really good. I can cover 2 guys up top here. I can cover a lot of distance. 1 guy, but also people that have to rotate in. A lot of people on the other side of the map. Now, if I hear enemy UAV overhead, guys, if I hear enemy UAV overhead, I know it's this enemy. Sniper. I don't know where that guy is. Dude, I don't know where I'm getting sniped at from. I just have no idea. And this guy's straight ahead of me here. Where am I getting sniped at from? Oh, he's 100% that guy that's in that building over there to my right side. This big blue one. He's 100% sniping from right here. Further back. Yeah, this one right here. 3 guys there, though. No, they're fighting. As always, guys, I will not win this game. I always give the win to whoever the last player is. Okay. End game. And, dude, if you want to challenge that, come on, let's dance. I mean, I'll just... What are we doing? Come on. Dude, there's a lot of people straight ahead here. We got to be careful rotating across, though. Can third party this? Where are these guys? Nice. Watch my right side. People love to sit in here. Right? This is a common building. People love to sit and bank. And red. Where's big game?
You're losing ground. Move it. Tracking a high-value target. Weapons hot. You're in the top 10. Keep knocking them down.
Anybody else here? No. Nope. So we're going to fall short of the 50, but that's okay. Our pacing in the mid game just died a little bit. Our pacing mid game was just a little bit slower than we needed. Like second circle, third circle. I feel like as crazy as this sound, people love, by the way, people love to just sit in that red building there. Could be ghosted. So just I mean, somebody's getting mortared. And it ain't me. It ain't me. Yep, there he is. What's Big Game Bounty doing?
Get to the new safe zone.
That's not Big Game Bounty. Weapon pings, especially, guys, weapon pings late. Weapon pings late game are so important to pay attention to.
Reloading.
Okay, so I know where everybody is. There's one guy down below me, there's one guy across, and there's Big Game Bounty.
Top 3, don't let up now.
I would love to be able to kill Big Game Bounty here. Big Game Bounty gives me advance.
Gas is moving.
It's a great toss. Wait, I need to jump here. I'm flying straight across like a maniac. No.
I'm hit.
No. Where are you at? You're playing that head glitch, aren't you? You're gonna play red.
Rise above. Load
Gas is moving in.
Okay, last guy.
Zone located.
We'll give it to him.
All bound to target.
43. Not too shabby. Guys, you can see the momentum dynamic. Obviously much easier when you can execute. But again, this wasn't about pacing. This wasn't about execution. Today was all about just finding people.
They almost had me.
Where is this guy? How much cash do we have, by the way? 121 G's. Where's our cash? And that's a duffel. Come on, buddy. No. Oh! He got me. Guys, I hope you found today's video helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.